Oh, g'day guys and welcome to the Sizzler presented by the Jindy Disc Golf Store. We are in the ACT at Weston Park on Lake Burleigh Griffin. Big thanks to Gatekeeper Media for sharing this fantastic coverage that was created by Parked Media. My name is Paddy Robinson and together with Tim Bowen and Andrew Ferguson, we are the Tee Off Podcast. Look us up wherever you get your podcasts and have a listen to us chat. Got some nice weather here, 28 degrees, 30 degrees and 31 with maybe a bit of rain on the end. But looking pretty good, Tim.
You take it, mate, because Canberra can be pretty cold and blustery at times on our feature card. Dave Perry out of Melbourne, Dan Frost out of Canberra, Blake Houston all the way from WA, and Zac James also out of Canberra. A few more players to watch. We've got Lukey Bain, obviously Australian champ, Paulie Phillips, Leith Brody, myself, and Aidan Howard. Plenty of players to watch. Where are you, Paddy?
At home, looking after my kids.
Disappointing.
That's a fair excuse. Here we go, kicking things off on hole one. It's a 225 metre par 4. You've got to put your first drive up to roughly where those boys are, just throwing their disc. And this year, the basket's been pushed back a little bit. You can access it here from the left-hand side, and it just kind of nestles up to the right to a nice protected green.
This is what you want. Hole one, no real OB. Just crush a disc as far as you can. And boys, we've got some big throwers on the card. I think Blake Houston is the biggest distance champ in the country, if not in the top three. So it'd be good to see how much he chomps off of this tee shot.
Mate, look at Dan Frost. He's dropped a few kegs there. Looking good.
He's shredded.
Looking hot. He's not frosty anymore, that's for sure.
Oh, Dave just copping a fair taste of powder there.
The man affectionately known as Peaches, recently crowned Australian champ, if you don't mind.
Oh, if you haven't watched that footage, go back. I know a few Aussies. I shed a little tear when he won that. That was pretty awesome.
So did Thomas Gillett, but we push on. Hole one, nice easy drive. Perry's got that turning over nicely. It needs to stay up though. Just hitting the crest of the hill like a lot of good tee shots do.
I felt like that died a little bit or turned a bit too much.
Yeah, here we have the local lad, Dan Frost.
Yeah, Deciduous Dan.
Or
Daihatsu Dan. Take your pick.
One of the smoothest backhands that we have in the country.
Well known for getting some generous ricochets off inanimate objects, you would say.
This looks beautiful out of the hand. He's left himself just up the top there.
Yeah.
Nice easy one to approach the basket.
Shout out to Eloise, TDing the event.
Yeah.
Doing a great job announcing the Bombers on hole one. Where's Blake looking here? Up into the sky somewhere?
I mean, he's looking to get way past that.
I'll tell you what, I wish all hole ones were like
that
this.
path, surely.
I wish all hole ones were like this. Just no lot of margin for error. Let you throw those nerves out.
Yeah. Oh, boom. I like this.
He's got this one turned over nicely. It's got a bit of height about it, though.
You can fade too far and have a bit of an annoying upshot, but that is no problems. And look at him cruise past the 150 metre mark.
What's that in feet? That's over 500 foot, I'm pretty sure.
I think 150 is about 480 feet, 490 feet.
Well, that was 580 easy, wasn't it?
No, I think it might have been. And he makes it look so effortless. I throw my back out and I cruise up to that 100 metre sign. Oh, with the hat catch. Zac James. Don't know if this is his first time on coverage, but he's going to be doing swag strats like that all around. I'm
Zac
keen to
James.
watch. I'm Zac James, B.
Don't say the last part.
Trying to keep it PG-13.
Enjoy yourself.
That's it. We're calling him Rick from now on.
Yeah.
Perry here.
Man.
Does he have something kind of back door to get through, or is he going to have to kind of turn this over a bit?
Yeah, I think he's short that he's going to have to go the right side. That's turned over too much. Hopefully that it has fought through.
Ooh.
That's a generous. And you see he's just outside, probably the very back edge of C2 there. But hitting those ones early on the right, you can have a bit of an annoying scramble. As we see, Catch Cam struggle to find the basket.
Close up on some bark. I like it.
Little high from Dan.
Oh, there's some
Fighting
local.
through.
That's C1, isn't it?
I think it's well and truly C1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, parked it.
Parked. Lovely.
Did we expect anything less from Deciduous Dan? I don't think we did.
What trees?
Rick James teeing off Very nice, low, high as a flip-up thrower, Zac James. This is a little sawn off. Nice. Hit a concrete branch on the right-hand side there.
It's never nice when you see two discs just somehow get through and then you hit the first little twig.
So this is the ideal...
I can't stop thinking about Chappelle quotes now.
We'll weave a few in throughout the coverage. Yep. This is the ideal place to approach from. You can go the forehand side, which is way more open. Ooh, he's tugged it a little though.
This is going to get through, surely. Oh, I thought that disc was going to be a bit more overstable.
Oh, Zac here with a tough look outside. What's that? Probably C3.
Well and truly, yeah, I don't even know if he is C3, and that is a little bit too low. Bit of an awkward spot to land there, actually. It's very unfortunate he didn't get a Perry or a Dan Frost style push through the branches there.
Oh, I wish I had 4 hands to give that upshot 4 thumbs down.
Great bid from Blake.
What a bid.
Easy to play.
Perry's got a little sneaky look here.
Oh, it's one of those ones you just hit, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
From a knee, it's hard to generate enough power, even with the force that he's got behind him in Peaches.
Zac needs this to make par. And does. Yes. Beautiful stepper.
Very nicely done.
That's a nice way to get started.
Yeah.
Dan Frost, also a nice way to start with the bird. 1 down through 1. He'll be having the front of the box on hole 2 as we watch the other boys tap in their pars.
Would you rather have like a drop-in birdie on the first hole or a big putt to save for par?
Oh, I think
I'll have
earlier,
a birdie, thanks.
I think the earlier I can get that first 7, 8, 9 metre putt in, the better for me. Yeah. If I leave that until the middle of the round, I'm never hitting one. So we take a peek at hole 2, Paddy.
Yeah, 94 metre par 3. So a lot of trouble on the left there if you hit those trees. But really you want to throw something pretty straight, just nestle up and try and get a bird here because it's a pretty solid opportunity.
Nice little highs of flip mid, or there is a flex forehand line because the back end of the hole has been thinned out a bit. It's just looking perfect from Dan.
Oh, that's good trust in your disc.
And I'll tell you what, if he'd got out there and cleaned up his fairways a little bit more, he'd be up against the pole, I would have thought.
That thing was on a rope.
We haven't said it yet, but Dan actually under a little bit of an injury cloud going into this one. Had a pretty sore neck from all reports.
Yeah, right.
And his good friend Jade, who would have been one of the favourites for this event, Jade Brady, unfortunately not able to play. So I don't know what the Canberra boys are doing. They're just all injuring themselves, it seems.
It's too many big dogs. Trying to throw too hard all the time.
This drive from Dave gets caught up kind of late. He might have a bit of an outside look for birdie.
Here's a disc you'll see plenty of. Blake's flag stamp Raptor.
Go on the forehand. Interesting.
Yeah, forehand's a good option as long as you get past the Velcro-y trees, which he has not. Beat that one and there's plenty of space for your disc to, find its late turn and fade. But this is the way to draw it up if you've got the skill. Nice highs of flip.
Yeah.
Taking on that right side.
I
feel like there's just less trouble to get in. If you somehow kick into the left of where Blake is now, it's so hard to get out of.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's got a little zone upshot to save the par. And that's absolutely
navigated
perfect.
Those trees all right. I've definitely hit those trees on an upshot too.
Can we see another big step from Zac James? No, he doesn't want to borrow it, just laying that one up.
Yeah, it looked like that, didn't it?
So Perry, I wonder if he's feeling a bit of nerves. This was an early major following the Aussie champ win. Not opening the account just yet, but 2 pars. You always take those.
We still haven't got to Dan yet. Yeah, good up and down from Blake there. Look at this. This is barked.
Easy peasy.
That's the way you do it.
2 down through 2.
The first 2 holes.
What sore neck?
He's foxing.
Tell you what, it's good to get a couple of shots down on the scorecard early because hole 3 can see some big numbers. Hole 3, they've definitely got some danger. So we take a look at it now. The tee pad's been pushed back quite a bit from previous years, so you have to throw a righty backhand or a lefty forehand through this gap and start fading up the fairway on the left-hand side here. That road is OB, and you can see the basket here is actually in about a 30 to 40 metre island. If you don't cross it, you're going back to the drop zone, which is short of the roadside there. Tricky hole.
Are we going to see the old core flute wall again? Or
We certainly are.
Yeah. All right, look out.
Controversial call, the little placards there.
Yeah, I've seen them help people and...
Yeah, they've got their friends and they've got their
destroy them.
enemies.
Yeah.
This is perfect from Dan Frost. Absolutely fantastic. Good part of Weston Park to see some local kangaroos too, this hole. One scared the bejesus out of me, Paddy. I thought it was a dead carcass of something, and then all of a sudden it pops its head up. It's alive, and it's a big grey kangaroo. Just wondering why I'm bothering at throwing
this is
frisbees.
sawed off from Dave, and he catches some foliage early. He might be a bit pinched there for his second.
That's
very pinched.
a bad mistake to... Well, that's what you don't want to do. Like, yes, sometimes you can scramble a bit on the right, but going early, there is nothing.
Hang on a minute.
Is he looking at the sky?
He's looking very high here.
Yeah. If you've got the arm, it's a pretty safe play.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got that arm, Paddy. But
You don't, Tim?
I do not. Look at it go around that tree. Fantastic. Makes that tunnel shot so much simpler if you can throw straight up and over everything.
Zac here, keeping his one low, and this is pretty straight, but
Oh, he's
looks
just
all
beaten
right.
that tree.
Yeah. Good angle.
Catching those branches on the very far edge there, very common. I wonder where Dave Perry's landed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taken a knee. This is looking forehand roller territory here.
I think he's in there looking for kangaroo carcasses.
Is
that a roller?
Mid?
Yeah, he's gone the flippy roller. Needs it to curl up quickly. Doesn't want to take on the road, and that's going to be a decision to make from there. He's about 100 from the pin, and he has to think about clearing the island or laying up and just accepting the bogey.
Zac James, he's not thinking about it at all. He's going straight for the pin.
I don't mind this play of trying to
Oh,
hit that
it's going to
tree.
be a line call, hitting that tree. Looks like that's safe, I think. Yeah, taking on that tree is one strategy, but it does make me nervous seeing you just fly at that one because you can hit it and land on the OB side. Dave's actually a little bit closer than we thought.
Turned over a bit more. Oh, safe.
Inbounds, yep.
Lovely. He'll have a long look to save.
It's a scary little island to try and approach. Dan to go 3 through 3. That's very low.
high, is it? Is he going to skip?
Oh,
Oh, what an unforced error.
it's where you hate to see core flute.
I think even if that
hate
got
it.
over that first one, that was probably skipping over and going OB on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's
Regardless.
a serious angle on that.
Yeah, very hyzery, very stable.
Blake here with his Raptor again. This needs a bit of height, though.
Stay up, stay up.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness me.
That got over by the length of a mini at best. So here we can see Dan at the drop zone.
Would you?
Look at the deviation
Yeah.
he's put into that OB wall.
He might
He's
actually
smashed that.
still be in bounds. It's hit it that hard. I like that.
Oh.
Oh,
Off the
Goodness.
top with the Anheuser spin putt from about 30
Gorgeous.
to 35 metres. It must be said. That is great trust in the putter.
Zac just laying this one up. Not much of a ceiling there to have a go at it.
So Dave needs this for the par.
Par's pretty solid on this. You're usually picking up a few strokes.
Absolutely.
Oh, David.
What a putt.
Geez, low ceiling too. That is sensational.
If he's feeling the nerves, that'll certainly go some ways to rectifying that situation because that's a fantastic par save.
Great birdie from Blake there.
Tell you what, if you ever bust out a forehand roller and you get a par, you are a happy man. Because a forehand roller only comes out when you're in the worst of scenarios. So see Dan cleaning up the bogey and Zac in for the par.
All right, hole 4, 108 metre par 3. We've got OB on the left and we've got a newly added hazard on the right-hand side. It's a pretty tough par 3, this one. You've got to keep it pretty straight or forehand down the left.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know about the change. You can take on the right side fairway, But Blake's throwing entirely over hazard here. You can see the pink flags. And he's just beaten the last tree. Checked up just outside circle, I believe.
Yeah, don't know about that.
It's funny to look at.
It used to be a very interesting dual fairway hole. You can see the extra wide tee pad. You can go to the left or right side. Now they've basically made that right side much more treacherous.
Oh, slow down.
Oh, and Dave, unfortunately, you don't see that happen often. Someone drives so perfectly they've gone too far and OB long. It's going to be just outside circle for the par save.
Zac opting for that left hand. Oh, that's probably saved him, really.
That's a good kick.
Yeah.
He'll have a forehand up from there. Dan eyeing off that right side as well. Sorry, the left side. I'll learn my left and rights one day.
If this keeps straight, he'll find himself in the circle, but it's just drifting out left a bit.
Yeah, luckily that where he's just landed there is very long, sort of moist grass. It caught a lot of discs, stopped them from fading OB. You can see just how green it is on that side. Good up from Zac, but he's going to have a 9 metre tester for the par.
Speaking of testers,
yeah, very unfortunate to go OB long.
I haven't seen too many people go long.
No, this hole was pretty difficult even without the hazard. But look, he's got the chance to save the par. He's at about 15 metres. Slightly downhill putt. It looked a little fluttery out of the hands. So, yeah, bit of a bummer. Dan's found the only obstacle on the last half of the hole here. It's got this sapling in front of him.
It's basically dead. Just pull it out of the ground. Yeah. Come on.
Luckily, he's got the highest hyzery putt you could ever imagine.
Oh, do it.
Oh, and almost got down in time. Almost broke the flag.
Zac here. He's got about probably 8 metres for his par.
Dan doesn't care in the background, not watching. I feel like he would have hit that if he had a little bit of support from his good friend Dan Frost, but he was just having a chomp in the background, not caring, not watching. Now here's Blake for the bird. Look how close he got in the end, actually.
Oy,
lovely.
Look out. Back to back. That's nice. On two of the, harder holes as well. Like in this first little stretch anyway.
Definitely getting 3 and 4. Very good stuff. Zac James in for the bogey. Dave's unfortunately settling for the bogey, but Dan will be tapping in the par. Do you boys know what Dave Perry's putting with these days?
I think it's a link.
The link.
Yeah, Discmania link.
Yeah, throws a lot of Discmania and a lot of Innova, Dave Perry.
All right, next up, hole 5. This is 221 metre par 4. Try and navigate the gap in these trees. You sometimes see the roller shot or a big backhand. Once you land, you usually have a bit of a forehand approach to the basket. Sometimes people flare off to the right and have some nice little lines too, but nice basket perched on those rocks, and watch out for ants.
That's it. I've never seen the right side of this hole, but I'm always intrigued when I see backhand sliding through the trees on that side.
Blake looking to just monster over everything.
Turn this over too much. I think his ideal line is actually to start a lot more left and have a bit more turn, but you'll be happy with that result. Got through a lot. It's the line that Dan Frost takes as well, just hanging it out left, getting a lot of turn. You can see him trying to crack that neck.
Yeah.
Getting ready for a big boy shot.
Yeah,
Big Sky Annie.
Yeah, similar to Blake's. A little bit inside, I think, of the ideal line that they're going for. And he's hit one of the big guardian trees out there on the right-hand side. I'm sure Dave will be going the more traditional route, which is sort of like he
likes that.
A little flex backhand or a turnover backhand up the guts.
Yeah,
max distance.
Low power, nose angle, just beautiful. That thing's gone a fair way down there.
Yeah,
has to be said too, the council's been out there and trimmed the trees on the left-hand side. They used to have their branches and droopy bits going all the way to the ground, and they were really jail if you landed in one, but they've cleaned them up entirely, so there's got a nice canopy if you land over there on the left-hand side.
I hope they contracted Mr. Jay Brady in to do the job, the arborist.
The local arborist.
Maybe that's how he hurt himself. What's going on?
Maybe.
So Zac, unfortunately, hitting the tree you do want to get past. He's really going to be out of contention to reach the basket or the green from here.
Yeah, that one's been burnt over and he's come up quite a bit short there.
Good to see Zac on footage. We haven't seen him too much, actually. Is this his debut?
It might be his second time. I can't remember.
Second
But
time?
it's just good to see a beautiful Heiser Flight jersey on coverage, Paddy. You know me.
Oh, I've seen a few of them, mate.
Blakey's on the team as well. And look, he's just playing for par with that forehand. He was miles behind the basket there and a bit out of position. Dan, I've said it before, doesn't know how to spell forehand. He's got his super flippy boy out.
Yeah.
He's gone the roller. This is looking great.
Bit of headwinds.
It's wrapping up a bit too early.
I have actually seen Dan spell it. He actually starts with the number 4 and then just writes hand. So.
Now, this hole is called Crush Rock because of the rocks that Perry's about to hit here. Oh, just inside. And you mentioned the ants, Paddy. There's just like 5 or 6 massive bull ant nests all around this basket. So the way to play it is if you're the first to putt, and you can just go pick your putter up and make sure you stomp the ground a bit when you're walking back. Just get all the ants out
Just
for your
for your
teammates.
mates.
Yeah, that's it. That's how we do it in Australia.
Oh, Blake.
You can have casual relief, boys. Just going to add a few metres to your putt, that's all. Is that just me?
No.
We don't call out the rules, but we do that. We get the bull ants. We call out the bull ants.
That's it.
Yeah.
So he's got a bit of a headwind, Dan. He's going to be putting this up nice and high.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a
beautiful.
sensational putt. Doesn't look it, but this hole actually feels very elevated when you're putting at it, and it's always got a bit of breeze.
Yeah.
Hard to run it from this sort of distance without having a similar distance comebacker.
Blake, he's going to want to put this in for par.
Oh,
and
that's
doesn't.
That's Ant City too.
Oh, absolutely. Welcome to Ant City, Blake. David, love this one.
Yeah, this has got Dave written all over it. Come on.
Oh, a little high left. And look at the roll. Oh,
No.
boy. That's super unfortunate. There's so many rocks there that could have held that up in place.
Pretty sure there was about 1,000 ants just taking that disc. From the
Oh, look, it looks like he's changed putters. This is a different putter than what he just putted with, right? Is it the same one?
well, that one looks like it's...
Oh, and he's hit the same chains. Fergie, do you know the manufacturer of these baskets?
Oh, mate, you wait for something wrong. That's a classic right side little pop out.
That was in the heart. That was in the heart.
Listen to it. Yes, I do design these baskets. Shout out to my company, Brad.
They're
Ace
fantastic.
basket,
They're
they are-
fantastic
they are good
baskets.
baskets.
Perry was off to the right there.
Yeah.
And look,
Thanks.
unfortunate roll away, but very unfortunate 3-putt, that's for sure. As we take a peek at one of the new holes, hole 6, 126 metre, forehand down the hill. I like to play this one, Nath. Want to go inside of these trees here. There is OB off on the left-hand side there. You can see those sort of bollards and the horizontal beams on the left. That's the OB line. But hanging out a forehand, weaving through these trees, plenty of space to fade out. There's no danger on the right-hand side. Go too long and you're in the dog park. So don't do that.
Looks like a good change up to the course. I mean, how many little pockets have they got out there at Weston where they can throw in little holes like this?
Oh, it's a big property.
Oh,
And
Dan.
Dan's going out on the right-hand side.
Can we... I've just thought of a great T-shirt. Just the 4, numeral 4, forehand Dan. That's a great shot.
That's it.
Well, what's he sitting, you reckon, about 8 metres?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
a very, very narrow line going that line straight to the pin. Zach's going to take it on as well.
Oh, no, that's pulled over a bit.
Not too bad, though.
Oh,
wow. And it
came
got
back.
through everything
Excuse
and
me.
he's parked.
That's some local
Goodness
love.
me.
Wow.
That is greasy boy Zach.
What's Blakey lining up here? Looks
Looks like he's got his...
that nose is pointing high.
Looks like he's got a putter as well.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's good forehand down the hill. Hold this one, boys. Forehand down the hill.
Yeah. Forehand all
Seen
day.
3 backhand turnovers. Surely Perry will go the forehand. He's a man with a very, very strong forehand, and that is a Sexton Firebird. We have Sexton Firebird watch. Count number 1. Dave throws these so well.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of
Talked
pop.
him up. That's a bit too hyzery.
Yeah, it's leaking.
Yeah. I want to get it out flat and sort of nose down. Dare I say, flex forehand. But, look, he's
Dare.
in striking
You may
distance.
dare.
Yeah. Dave, from a knee, this would be a ripper.
Oh, I had it up nice and high. It
Yeah.
looks like it was going to fade out anyway.
Don't mind the change to this. Looks like a pretty hole.
Very, very fun hole.
Mm.
You can see OB behind Ash there. It does come into play a little bit.
Oh, yep.
Blakey hated that one.
Dan, he's just come off a big putt.
He's got a little miniature Shih Tzu in front of him there, and a little Scotty dog.
Oh,
He's not watching.
Yes.
He's too busy dunking his putter in the tray.
You don't even need chains on these baskets.
I was
mate.
going
They
to say,
just catch it.
That's a sweet spot, isn't it?
Just catch it. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Nice. Dave just actually putting one in the heart. And
He's happy to see the chains do their job for a change, as we see Blakey walk up to his comebacker.
we still have yet to get to Zac with that park job.
I'd love to see the follow flight of how that disc got to that particular spot, because there are a lot of trees on that right-hand side, and he zipped through all of them.
He's back to even. Lovely.
All right, hole 7, 98 metre par 3. You've got a low forehand off the tee, or there is a bit of a sneaky backhand as well. The basket here just nestled nicely.
So all
That's a bit of
uphill too.
Uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crush with the forehand, and the grass is not particularly conducive to the skip, so...
Oh, there's that neck again.
Dan needs a massage. Come on.
If I was there, I would have had my thumbs in his back in a second.
You just let him cook, boys, because he's 3 down through 6 holes. You take that any day at Sizzler.
It's good. It's like he's kind of got that injury distraction. You know,
Yeah.
his mind's elsewhere, which is a good thing.
So the Canberra boys, they do love their backhands, and this is certainly a local line. There are a lot of trees to take on there. Zac's gone low,
Yeah.
the skipper. Let's come up fairly short.
Just look at all those branches that are just leaning down over that forehand line. It just makes me nervous.
Oh, they do come into play, Paddy, and we did throw a few forehands too low, but the forehand line is definitely clearer than this backhand line. But if you're throwing as high as Blake, I think trees don't exist. And look at him clambering down just outside circle.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully he's got a bit of a window to the basket. If he's on the backside of that tree, it can be a little bit difficult to get your disc there on the full, but we'll see when we get to it.
Here we have Perry lining up the forehand.
I want to see him just finesse this up.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Oh, and
Oh,
he's just hit the branch.
he just can't get a run on, can he? He's just finding those little niggly trees and...
Yeah, rusty start for Dave Perry. He's 2 over par in a tie for 15th place at the moment. But look, still early days, and it's a big track at
Hey,
Canberra.
what are we seeing here?
Forehand Dan.
Oh,
Forehand Dan. Parked.
goodness me.
Parked. That's his distance limit with that, isn't it?
I didn't notice any wobble either. It looked pretty clean, if I do say so. Dave with the Toro.
Oh. Beautiful.
Yeah, easy done. It's good to see some
Is
forehands.
that like a rat or something? Is that what he...
I think that's the Toro. He's throwing the Toro. at the
Toro,
moment.
sorry.
Yeah.
He was throwing the alien for a bit, but that's now. That's gone.
Don't know if you forehand
fad's
the
over.
alien too much.
Blake spied a window. Let's see it.
Oh, just into the band.
Yeah, that would have been nice. As we're going to see a whole bunch of tap-ins.
Yeah, no green on hole 7. It's one of the gettable holes, but like I said, it's one of the newer holes. Maybe the boys are still working out the lines.
I think bit of a roost. Get your the stability of your disc right. I mean, 100 is probably playing at, 115 at least?
Yeah, I think that's about right. 115 sounds about right.
All right, next up, hole 8. Beautiful downhill. We're looking, the council has cleaned up quite a lot of trees because you can actually see the lake. Well, we used to,
Yeah, that's
you
it.
couldn't see it in the past. The basket has been pushed back right up against the water. I reckon there's this big sky hyzer for the righty backhands, or even just a straight shot at it if you are a lefty or like the forehand. But let's see what these boys do.
The water is right there as well, which is a scary thought.
Well, that looks pretty safe from Dan. It might be a scary putt.
That's going to be a scary putt indeed. You do have to trust your disc flat out over those trees and hope that you've read the wind right, because you get the wind read wrong, you're in the Lake Burley Griffin fishing for your disc.
This one looks pretty high from Zac.
I've got to admit, I haven't really played with Zac, and I don't know his game or his bag that well, but looks like he does have a bit of power there.
He certainly has. Very, very proficient with the backhand hyzer drives. He's got a good putt on him too, Zac James. Oh, I love this from Blake.
Yeah, this looks like a nice line.
I think he's corrected. Might be still a little bit left.
Yeah, wind's swinging
a little bit short.
And a bit short.
Again, scary putt.
Not a particularly long hole, like 123 metres, but it is pretty downhill. Probably plays about 100. But I guess the water is in people's minds.
I like this. Dave's seen the other two kind of come up short, and he's made the correction. He's hung it out wider, and
It was maybe a little low from Dave, but good skip. He's certainly going to hopefully open the account because he's had a bit of a rough start.
Gee, Zach did go left.
He's over near the pad for 9.
Yeah.
Should be an easy par from there.
Yep. Lovely.
But you're keen to see if Dan gives us a full bid. Blakey too. They're in kind of that scary... Look at the water. It's right there.
Yeah, good nose control.
Oh, and he's whiffed it. Luckily that is checked up.
No whiff.
Good bit of debris on the ground to stop that from getting all the way in the water.
Dan does like that nose down. I reckon this is going to be close. What do you call him, boys? Into the cage?
Nah.
It's going to get nervous?
I feel like he's going to hit the flag. No.
Oh, what'd I tell you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Paddy knows what's
A
up.
little bit scary.
So
That's what I do every time.
Dave, taking his time on this one. He's going to need... He really wants this one.
we had pretty pristine conditions today, but the wind it did come and go. And Dave,
Another in the heart chain. No.
You ask a lot of the basket. You ask a lot.
Very left. The putting's just felt a little bit rocky.
Yeah.
Normally very solid, a lot of power, but I feel like he's trying to put a little bit too much touch on it at the moment.
He's not really driving it into the heart of the chains, is he? As we take a peek at hole 9, this is a new one, and it's one of the more difficult holes on the track. 268 metre par 4. You want a big backhand drive that clears the crest of this hill and gets down a little bit if you can, because you've still got a lot of meat to go on the second part of this hole. We're not going to that basket. Even further back through those two guardian trees nestled up near the water. Very difficult hole. Playing at 5.21 in this round.
Oh, that's OB, surely.
Oh, I did fail to mention that it is OB on the left-hand side, and Deciduous Dan says no.
The tree's like, no, I got you, brother. I got you.
What a kind conifer.
It's disgusting. That's disgusting, Dan.
Conifer.
Let's see some D from Zach.
That's fading as well, but that's past the OB.
Oh, who's just chilling there?
Look at that, the spotters. And did you see how they got out of the way of the disc? I like how they did that.
Yeah.
Take note, US spotters. As we see Blakey, this is what you want to do. Flip it up, get it pushing forward, and he is miles down the hill.
Yeah. It checks up before that group of trees, it does. Yeah.
Ideal drive.
Lovely.
He's still about 150 from the pin in that particular spot.
Oof.
I can't believe all those trees have gone around the edge.
Oh, has Dave burned this one over a bit?
Oh, that's filth.
That was going to come back too.
It was potentially turning too far, but that's a bit of an iron branch. But look, this hole, if you take a 4 on it, you're getting strokes on most of their field. So
come on, get out of it. Get out of it.
That's 2 turned over. That needs to check up.
Oh, it does.
Very, very close to the water's edge there. Hated that for a second.
I tell you what,
Probably
whoever cleaned up all that stuff, that was all thorns, blackberry thorns. That would have been the worst job.
Yeah, that would have been a...
Are you saying the council's doing their job?
Yeah, good on them.
It is great to see the lake.
That's where our money goes. Oh, okay, good.
It is great to see the lake, but it does open up a lot more wind channels.
What's the play for Dan?
I think he would have liked a bit more turn because he's way up on the left-hand side there and he's going to have a longer approach. I think if you're not in position to attack this for birdie, you just get as much distance as you possibly can.
Look at this.
Beautiful shot from Zach.
Wow.
Ash better get his helmet out.
Oh, look at that. Look at the commitment.
Yeah.
That must have grazed his toe hairs, I think.
This does mean that the old par 5 doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, which is a shame. There are a few
Blake.
goals that are gone.
That's come out early.
That's
a shame.
Not good. That is not good. I wonder if that's going to be a pretty tricky approach for Blake up there on the left. Those trees, you don't really want to be in them, that's for sure.
Oh, I like this from Perry. Maybe a bit.
Need some ground play.
No.
Beautiful.
I was going to say maybe a bit short, but no.
Sexton Firebird count number 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Dan.
Just
That's right. The tree's got him.
Whoa.
It's all good.
Far out.
Wow.
That skipped high enough to hit that massive overhanging tree there.
Gee whiz.
That is just gone kaboing, that disc. Oh, Blake, not too bad. It's gone the little ultimate frisbee styles. Backhand
but
shot under some arms.
really rough ground play. And he's
Would you run this one, Paddy? Oh, Zachy gave it
soft
a
bid.
half bid.
no, I wouldn't. No.
The water was in the tray.
Yeah.
It was in the tray.
Dan here, he's got a pretty safe putt, not towards the water.
Hits it for par, though, and that's started too far to the right. That is an air ball, Dan. Oh, and here we have one of the first left leg high steppers from Blake.
Oh, you nearly did your hammy trying to impersonate this, didn't you, Fergs? Let's see it. Oh.
Oh, let's go. Here comes the hot
yeah.
stepper.
Oh, he's going to reel it in. Look out. He's got time to go fishing. Oh, wow.
Just caught a 12-pound
yes.
salmon out of Lake Burley Griffin, Blakey.
Oh, no.
that's
Is that
awesome
coming
stuff.
out every time he does that step?
I hope so.
It has to now. It has to.
Nice putt from Dan to clean that up.
Dan's like, get this showboating 19-year-old off my card. I'm going to clean up my bogey. You couldn't possibly call a courtesy violation on a celebration, could you?
Absolutely not. We need it more. We need to see it more.
All right. Hole 10, 109 metre par 3. You've got OB on the path and left. And this one's really made up for a forehand, I guess.
Yeah. Usually get quite a bit of whip of wind through this. So,
And we've
look
got the
out.
LARPers, boys.
Hello.
Live action role players.
I hope someone's throwing the maiden over there. or the long bowman.
If we didn't have enough dangerous animals to make you scared of disc golf in Australia, we've got the bloody LARPers.
Yeah. Are you really scared of him though?
Can you tell what does LARPA stand for, Tim?
Live action role play.
Okay.
Can you imagine just
How
going
do you
up
know
for
that, Tim?
Oh, look, it wouldn't be like us frisbee golfers to sort of frown on another niche hobby, would it?
Playing, us athletes, playing a real sport.
If there's a disc golfer out there who is a LARPer as well, please make yourself known in the comments.
So Blake's throwing his level 5 Venom on a forehand.
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful.
Beautiful stuff. Oh, as we see the samurai sword in the background.
Why-
I'll
why-
tell you what, boys, I'm scared.
Why are we watching this? We're
Firebird watch number 3. Out it comes. This is looking pretty tasty.
Let's turn the catch cam around. He's a little deep, but that's certainly going to be putting back at the basket there. And well inside the
Ash.
circle.
we need to just be on permanent catch cam for this. See the boys in the background. Oh, Dan, come on.
This is
Get over.
not turning enough. It's a little bit low, but it's safe.
Yeah. That'll be a layup par, surely.
Zoom in. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, there's definitely a
There's the
long
commander.
bowman there.
Is that Aragorn?
There's a Prince.
Oh, look
Any sort of other West Side disc we can probably name.
Tell you what, they had a lot of Ray-Bans back in medieval times.
So this is how you do it, the stepper.
Oh,
He's
mate.
holding the sharp part of the sword. I don't know. I don't laugh, but that seems like incorrect form for my liking.
Just Weston Park is...
Oh, Zach here with a floaty
Oh,
bean.
he's just nicked the tray. Zach's thinking, should I just pick up LARPing? What am I doing out here clanging trays?
On down. Yep. That'll be easy up and down. Is LARPing filmed? Do they need some commentary?
Oh, you'd film it for sure.
Yeah.
You want to commentate LARPing?
No, not really. Hey,
Hey,
there we go,
there we go.
Dave.
The account's open for Dave. Got the birdie on hole 10. Very nicely done, as did Blake.
Very nice.
It's not real. That one in though.
So as we watch the boys tap in their pars, trundling over, I might add. We move on to hole 11, which is one of the original holes on the course, Paddy. How did you tackle this one back in the day?
Try and navigate these kangaroos.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
A few locals on the track. And once you
Actually-
get past them, you got the swamp hens. And then you got the wood ducks next to the basket.
Then you got the Daewoos in the back. I think the backhand is the play to get the power to get there, but I kind of like the forehand to control your height off the tee because there's a bit of trouble, and a lot of the backhanders try and throw too high and get caught up.
You see that little tree on the right-hand side with like the white thing
Yeah.
at the base there, the other
Yeah.
sign? That's the one that every single backhand hits when I try and throw it. So I'll go the forehand, just play this one for C2. But I must say, if you do hit something and push out to the left, that area of the hole has been cleared a lot. So it used to be like automatic bogey, but now there's certainly some avenues to get up and down out on that left-hand side. This is kind of a good hole for Zac's particular shot, and he's going the Athena.
Which tree did you say? Oh,
that one that Zac seemed to slide through, and he's gone all the way into the circle. He went directly through those trees, and look at him walk off in shame. He knows he's done something bad there. He looked like a dog that had been told off then. Just the guilt.
Now, if we get a shot, I want to see if we get the reverse of Dan here. There we go. He's sporting a ACT Disc Golf shirt, and the ACT Disc Golf is in the design of the classic Aviar font.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know if you noticed that one.
Are we talking copyright infringements here?
I don't know. What's going on.
Loves it.
Maybe. Either way, it looks great.
That's a good shot from Dan, though. He's gone over the top of that tree, faded.
Who's parked? Is that Perry?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Far out. Okay. Here we go. He's come off a birdie already.
Good way to wrap up the front 11 holes
Zac
with a park job on this one.
Putting back at the basket here for his bird.
Yeah.
Slow left. Good catch.
Good catch. We got to give it up for good catches too.
Good catch.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you can see how guilty he was. He knows he got away with one there. But look, he capitalised on it, and kudos to him for taking the advantage when you get it.
Dan cleaning up his birdie.
Yeah. I didn't realise how close Perry was. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
A little bit of a lean over, drop it into the tray.
All right, that brings up the front 11 results. Perry gets back to even. Dan Frost with a 3 down. Blake with a 2. And Zac James with that birdie on the end gets under par. Please make sure you jump over to the back 11 to see how this front first round feature card wraps it up.
And you'll find it on the Parked Media YouTube channel. Go and seek it out, boys.